She froze the moment she stepped into the kitchen. Her keys slipped from her fingers and hit the tile with a sound that cut through the silence. For a second, neither of us moved. Her suitcase was still by the door, half-zipped. The scent of her perfume, his perfume, hung faintly in the air. "You didn't leave?" she asked, voice shaking slightly. I turned from the counter, met her eyes, and said calmly, "The trip is canceled." She blinked fast. Her throat moved as she swallowed. "Where's my phone? And my laptop?" "In the safe." "What? Why?" I took a step closer. Her breath hitched. "Now, lift your dress." Her face drained of color. "Are you kidding me?" "Either you do it," I said quietly, "or I will. Your choice." She hesitated. Then, trembling, she obeyed. And everything became clear. It started 3 weeks ago. A text I wasn't supposed to see. She'd left her phone face up on the couch. I wasn't snooping, at least that's what I told myself later. But when her screen lit up, my eyes caught a name I didn't recognize. A man's name. The message was short. "Can't wait for the weekend." No emojis, no warmth, just casual familiarity. The kind of comfort that takes time to build. That night, she told me she had a work trip. She kissed me goodnight. Her lips felt colder than usual. I didn't say anything. I just listened. To her tone, her pauses, her breathing. The silence between her words was enough to confirm what I didn't want to believe. Over the next days, I became quiet. She thought I was distant. In truth, I was observing. Every movement, every glance, every half-smile she tried to fake. I noticed it all. When she said she was meeting a client, I followed her. I parked 2 blocks away and watched from my car as she stepped into a cafe. He was already there, sitting by the window. They didn't touch. They didn't need to. The way she smiled at him told me everything. The kind of smile she hadn't given me in months. Later, I checked her emails. Password reset. I read her messages, carefully, methodically. I didn't rage. I took notes. Times, dates, locations. I bought a small recording device, hid it in her suitcase. Then I waited. Last night, she came home late. She looked satisfied. I didn't ask where she'd been. I just smiled, poured her a glass of wine, and told her I'd planned a trip for us this weekend. She smiled back, almost relieved. She didn't know the recording was already saved to my laptop. Hours later, while she slept beside me, I pressed play. Her laughter filled the room. Soft, familiar. Then his voice. Low, confident. He called her mine. I didn't finish the recording. I didn't need to. That night, I moved her phone and laptop into the safe. Changed the code. Then I sat at the kitchen counter, waiting for morning. When she lifted her dress, I saw the faint outline of lace. New, expensive, not something she'd wear for me. It was enough. She realized what I was looking at, dropped her hands quickly, trembling. "I can explain," she whispered. "I know," I replied. My voice was steady, detached. "You always can." Her lips quivered. "Please, I made a mistake." I cut her off with silence. Walked past her, opened the drawer, and placed a single envelope on the counter. Inside were printed photos, screenshots, receipts, messages, a copy of the hotel bill. She stared at them without touching. Her knees buckled slightly. Her eyes darted to mine, searching for mercy. There was none. "You recorded me?" she breathed. "No," I said. "You recorded yourself." She broke. Tears, apologies, trembling hands. Every word sounded rehearsed. I watched quietly, the way one watches a storm from behind glass. She wasn't crying because she loved me. She was crying because she was caught. "I can fix this," she pleaded. I almost smiled. There was nothing left to fix, only things to end. "You should pack," I said finally. "Not for your trip, for good. She stared, hollow, unable to speak. I turned and walked away, leaving her standing in the center of the kitchen, barefoot, shaking, surrounded by the evidence of her own undoing. Outside, the air felt clean, sharp, almost peaceful. I didn't feel victorious, just emptied. People think revenge feels like fire. It doesn't. It feels like silence after an explosion, when everything has already burned. She taught me what love looks like when it dies slowly. I taught her what truth feels like when it finally wakes up. The difference between us was simple. She lied to protect her secret. I stayed quiet to protect my soul. And in the end, silence was louder than anything she ever said.